everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at San Antonio, they're on a roll right now, making their way to the #1 spot.
You know, for the Spurs, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Well, this one's about to get going, but first, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Zion Williamson can be downright scary when he's getting downhill. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, "You have to have a lot of courage to stand in there because he's coming at you fast, creating collisions. This is a Shaquille O'Neal type of force of nature with a point guard skill set." EA?
Wow, that's well put. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Cam Reddish is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Jones in at the point. And for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Edwards. Did not look good in their loss against the Spurs the other night. The shake. And he lays it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Now here's Morant. Reddish a screen on Edwards. Morant, the pass to Barrett. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Jones, the pass to Williamson. Outside Morant, pass to Jones. Reddish with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Morant outside. Outside Jones. Morant against Edwards. For 3, Barrett. Nails it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 6.
Boy, R.J. Barrett has worked so hard to become a consistent three-point shooter. Go ahead, R.J., put in the work.
Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Reddish. Knocked away. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Oh, Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Here's McLaughlin. Towns a screen on Jones. Edwards for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Williamson. Barrett a screen on Gobert. Williamson passes to Barrett, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you could do to stop that.
Pass to McLaughlin. Gobert with a screen on Jones. From behind the arc, he buries it from three. He has 6.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Morant. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Reddish. Spurs need to get one up here. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
San Antonio trailing here. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And Minnesota calls time here. Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's Noel in for Anthony Edwards. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. On the wing, Noel. Anderson against Fox. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And Fox comes to help. Here's McLaughlin. Reddish covering. McDaniels from long range. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Right wing. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the layup.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. In the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Bam Adebayo. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Cam Reddish. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is a competitor. He said, I want to win. I know there's more that I can do. Just trying to create a spark, some type of energy. You can talk about what you did in high school and college, but you have to take it to a totally different level if you want to be one of those guys in the league. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Towns. And the shot goes in. Towns has got his first 2 points.
If Karl Anthony Towns carves space and is in the painted area, it's going to go in the basket. He's that good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I loved competing against his teams.
Here's Anderson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Monk. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels. San Antonio leading. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And it's Fox missing. And here's Minnesota now. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Pass to Reddish, to the left wing. Reddish on the wing. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Noel. Adebayo grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Monk. Now here's Reddish. Takes the 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I just love the ball movement.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Jackson, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Okongwu comes in for Reddish. Ball, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Ball in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Gobert, and they double up Gobert. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian. And there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch. And I think it's 100% appropriate.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
To the wing, right side. Here's McLaughlin. He takes it in, laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Ball, and Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
He hits the second from the line.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft boasts some of those elite prospects.
Barrett's checked in for San Antonio. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Ball. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Zion Williamson is checked in for San Antonio. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Graham.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Rudy Gobert on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
.102 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Reed. The three. Sinks it from distance. Reed's got himself on the board with a three there.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Ball finds Williamson. No good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Fires from deep. That shot, no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Pass the ball. And stolen by Gobert. Here's McLaughlin, hounded by Ball. Here's McLaughlin. Shoots over Okongwu. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs out in front. They're up by 6. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defense is just right now because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the San Antonio Spurs.
Man, I'm just looking at these assist totals, man, and they've done a nice job of sharing the rock, man. Unselfish play, man. That's my type of basketball.
Kenny does have the best assist numbers on this set.
Nope. Yeah.
Yes, Shaq, he does. Whatever. And now we turn our attention. Thanks for joining us. Time to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Anthony Edwards out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward, way up to the